Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. Students, this is part 11 of the chapter comparing quantities. In this part 11, we will continue revising the questions from the exercise 8.3. Those questions which you felt difficult, I will be discussing now. Coming to the question number 4. Children, here in this question number 4, I borrowed 12,000 rupees from Jamshed at 6% per annum, simple interest for 2 years. Had I borrowed this sum at 6% per annum compound interest, what extra would I have to pay? So, here simple comparison between simple interest and compound interest to be done for the same principal, for the same rate of interest, for the same time period. So, in the solution we are given first 12,000 as a principal, rate of interest is 6% per annum. Now, time period 2 years. First, I will consider at simple interest. When taken at simple interest, then the amount to be paid, we will calculate from the formula P into 1 plus T into R upon 100. I am using straight away a formula to find amount. So, 12,000 multiplied to 1 plus, time is 2 years, rate is 6% upon 100. Now, we have got 12,000 multiplied to 6 2s are 12, 100 plus 12 is 112 upon 100. These two zeros will get cancelled. Now, 120 into 112 gives you 13,440 rupees as a amount to be paid. Now, therefore, simple interest is difference between amount and the principal, that is 13,440 minus 12,000 gives you 1,440 as the simple interest that I supposed to pay to Jamshed. Now, we will go for calculating same calculations for compound interest. Here principal is 12,000, rate of interest is 6% per annum, time is 2 years, where compounded annually. When you are compounded annually, therefore, number of conversion periods becomes, in the time period annuals are 2, so that will be the number of conversion periods, and rate of interest per annum 6%, that remains as it is. Now, we will use amount formula in the case of compound interest, principal into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to the power n, by substituting 12,000 into 1 plus 6 upon 100 whole power 2. Now 12,000 into 1 plus 6 by 100 is 106 by 100 raised to the power 2, or square nothing but multiplying it by itself for twice. Now these two zeros cancelled, this 1 0 I cancelled with this. Now 12 into 106 into 106 by 10. You know how to calculate multiplications, simple multiplications. You do them, you will get the value here 13,483 rupees 20 paise as the amount in the case of compound interest. Now you find, therefore, compound interest is again difference between amount and principal. So you have to subtract. Let me write it properly. Here eraser I have taken. Now amount minus principal. So the difference is 1,483 rupees 20 paise is compound interest. You know, earlier we got simple interest as 1440, compound interest as 1483 rupees 20 paise. Now you know the difference, therefore the difference is 43 rupees 20 paise. So always compound interest will yield more than simple interest. Okay, this is how we solve this question. Now coming to the question number 5. In question number 5, Vasudevan invested 60,000 at an interest rate of 12% per annum, compounded half yearly. What amount would he get after 6 months? That means after first half year, and after 1 year, that means after 2 years. After 2 conversion periods. Now children, here principal is 60,000, then here rate of interest 12% per annum, but compounded half yearly, compounded half yearly. And we have amount by the end of first 6 months, that means A equals to 60,000, 1 plus rate of interest becomes 6%. Why rate of interest becomes 6%? Because it is half yearly. Therefore here R becomes 6% and N becomes 1, because this is first 6 months I am considering, raised to the power 1. So 60,000 into 106 by 100. So you know how to simplify. 600 into 106 is, you have got 63,600 being the amount after 6 months. Now we will go for after 1 year. Amount after 1 year, that means N becomes 2 and rate of interest is remains same. Now amount equals to 60,000 multiplied plus 6 upon 100 whole power 2, that means 60,000 into 106 by 100 into 106 by 100. These 4 zeros will cancel with these 4 zeros. Now you have to multiply 6 into 106 into 106. You will get for this 67,416 rupees, which is to be paid after, okay, amount to be is the amount to be paid after 1 year. So, this is how we solve this question. Now, coming to the question number 6. Arif took a loan of 80,000 from a bank. If the rate of interest is 10% per annum, find the difference in amounts he would pay after 1.5 years if the interest is compounded annually and interest is compounded half yearly. Now, we will do one by one. First, coming to the first one, if the interest is compounded annually, that means here for the principal, that is 80,000, rate of interest 10% per annum and time 1.5 year. How to solve this? First, we have to find amount by the end of whole part of this time, that is 1 year. Here it is 1 year plus that 6 months. So, what I am doing first, I am finding for the whole part by the end of 1 year. So, amount formula you know, 80,000 multiplied to 1 plus time is 1, here time is 1. So, we will get power as 1 and here rate of interest is 10 by 100 and 10 by 100 whole power 1. 1 I have written because compounded annually and for 1 year. So, n becomes 1. So, 80,000 into, you know, this is 1 plus 1 by 10 is 11 by 10. So, after simplification it becomes 88,000. Now, this is amount by the end of 1 year. Now, what we have to do? Interest to be calculated, that is simple interest for the next 6 months. This fractional part. So, you know how to calculate simple interest equals to PTR by 100. Here principal is, this becomes principal for the next 6 months. That means 88,000 is principal for the next 6 months into that half year it is. So, 1 by 2 will come and rate of interest is again 10% only. So, that means here these 2 zeros will get cancelled and 8,800 divided by 2 is 4,400. This is the simple interest for the next 6 months. Therefore, amount to be paid after 1.5 year is 88,000 plus that simple interest for the next 6 months. Put together 92,400 he has to pay after 1.5 year were compounded annually. Now let's go for second part of this question. In the second part of this question, principal remains same, that is 80,000. Time remains same, that is 1.5 year, and rate of interest remains same, 10% per annum, but compounded half yearly. When compounded half yearly, therefore n becomes 3, because conversion periods are, that half years are 3 in number in 1.5 year, and rate of interest becomes 5% for half year. So we use this now. Amount equals to 80,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100 raised to the power 3. That means 80,000 into 105 multiplied by itself 5 times by 100 multiplied by itself 3 times. So these 4 zeros will cancel with these 4 zeros. Now you can multiply 8 into 105 whole cube and divided by 100, which means point shifting you can do. On simplification, you will get this 92,610 rupees. So this is the amount to be paid at compounded half yearly for 1.5 year. Now find the difference. What is the difference? Therefore, the difference is here 92,610 you are paying compounded half yearly. Earlier you paid 92,400 were compounded annually. So the difference is 92,610 minus 92,400 gives you 210 rupees is the difference. You always remember, you will pay when compounded half yearly more than compounded annually for the same principal, for the same time period, for the same rate of interest, with the same rate of interest. So this is the very simple comparison. Now let's go for question number 7. Coming to the question number 7, Maria invested 8,000 in a business. She would be paid interest at 5% per annum, compounded annually. Find the amount credited against her name at the end of second year. That means compounded annually, n equals to 2, second year, and interest for the third year. So first let us find amount by the end of second year. For the principal 8,000, rate of interest 5% per annum and compounded annually, time period 2 years. Therefore, here compounded annually makes n as 2. So amount equals to, with the formula 1 plus r upon 100 raised to the power n, using it 8,000, 1 plus 5 by 100 power 2. So 8,000 multiplied by 105 into 105 by 100 into 100. So these 2 zeros cancels, this 1 0 cancels with this. Now you have to multiply 8 with 105 square and divide this product by 10. This is going to be amount. After simplification, you will get 8,820 rupees as the amount. Now children, this is the amount by the end of second year, which will act as, which will be the principal, which will be the principal for the third year. That means considering this, I can find simple interest. That is what they are asking. Interest for the third year is nothing but, for the third year, this 8,800 becomes 820 becomes simple, principal. So 8,820 into rate of interest into that 1 year by 100. So this 0 cancels. Now it is very simple. You'll get 441 rupees being the interest for the third year. Okay, so simple interest for the third year you can write here. Okay, this is how we can solve this question. Now coming to the question number 8. In question number 8, find the amount and the compound interest on 10,000 for 1.5 year at 10% per annum, but compounded half yearly. The moment you see this, R becomes 5% for half year and N becomes 3. That's it, because it is 1.5 year. So would the interest be more than the interest he would get if it was compounded annually? Obviously, when you compound it annually, you will get less. When you compound it half yearly, you will get more. For this question, second part of the question, answer is very simple, yes only. Always you get compounded half yearly yielding more than compounded annually. Now, how to solve this? With the principal 10,000, with the rate of interest 5%, for half year, and N as 3, using the formula A equals to P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power N. Just substitute and find out. You will get the answer in this question somewhere amount as 11,576 rupees 25 paise. That's it. So do calculations. Then coming to the question number 9. Find the amount which Ram will get 4096, which Ram will get on 4096. That means this is principal. If we gave it for 18 months, 18 months means 1.5 year only. Again compounded half yearly, that means N becomes 3 only. And rate of interest per annum, if rate of interest per annum is 25 by 2, but here because it is compounded half yearly, rate of interest becomes 25 by 4% for half year. So again you have to find using the same formula, A equals to P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to the power N, substituting N as 3, R as 25 by 4 and principal as 4096. Then you will get somewhere this one 4,913 rupees as the amount. So you do the middle calculations on your own. Now coming to the question number 10. Here application of compound interest formula has come. In this question, population of a place increased to 2. That means In the year 2003 is 54,000. What would be the population in the year 2001? They are asking. If the rate of interest or rate of appreciation is 5% per annum. Now, we can do it in two ways. One, considering this as a depreciation. So, I will multiply 54,000 with the 1 minus 5%. Oh, here rather that I can consider this is 5,000, 54,000 as amount, principal we do not know, and n equals to 2 years and rate of interest is 5%. By substituting in the formula, A equals to P into 1 plus R upon 100 whole power n. Here I will substitute 54,000 equals to P we do not know, we are calculating 1 plus 5 by 100 whole power 2. That means 1 plus 5 by 100 is 105 by 100 whole square. So, P into this fraction is transposed there. So, 54,000 into 100 square goes to the numerator upon 105 square comes to the denominator. That will be the value of P. After simplification, P becomes 48,979.60. Since it is population, therefore, we will say approximately 48,980 people were there. So, that we can conclude. Okay. Now, second part, what would be its population in the 2005? Now, this 54,000 becomes principal and you will be finding amount by just substituting in the place of P this 54,000. Okay. So, that is the homework part for you. Okay. Do it on your own. Now, coming to the question number 11. In a laboratory, the count of bacteria in a certain experiment was increasing at the rate of 2.5% per hour. Find the bacteria at the end of 2 hours if the count was initially. So, this is principal and rate of interest 2.5% per hour, and they gave for end of the 2 hours, that means n equals to 2. So, same formula 5,06,000 multiplied by 1 plus 2.5% by 100 raised to the power 2. On simplification, you simplify this, you know how to solve it. I am just giving all the calculation part to you only. Okay. Now, you will get here 5,31,616 being the bacteria count by the end of 2 hours. Okay. So, write the conclusion. Now, coming to the last question, exercise 8.3 is a scooter was bought at 42,000 and its value depreciated. Depreciated means we have to use the formula A equals to P into 1 minus, rather plus, we have to use 1 minus R upon 100 whole power n. Here value of the scooter is 42,000 initial value and rate of interest is 8% per annum and after 1 year. So, n equals to 1 year. By substituting it 42,000 into 1 minus 8 upon 100 whole power 1. So, 42,000 into 1 minus 8 by 100 is 92 by 100. So, these two zeros cancels, 420 into 92, you will get the value as 38,640 as the depreciated value. So, depreciated value of the scooter. This is how we solve these questions. With this, I have completed exercise 8.3, all the questions of this chapter 2, and wishing you good luck. Take care of yourself. Jai Hind. Thank you.